as soon as the church is able to get everybody together at the Council of Nicaea in 325, they made it clear that ecclesiology, or the doctrine of the church, was a fundamental dogmatic aspect of the Christian faith. And you will see this evidenced in the last paragraph of the Nicene Creed, where it states, "I believe in one holy, Catholic, and apostolic church." Now, a lot of Protestants, just a warning, will say, "Oh yeah, we believe that. We've got no problem with those terms." The issue is those words meant something to the people who wrote them and agreed upon them at that council. And what they understood those words to mean is completely irreconcilable with the meaning that Protestants today would ascribe to those words. So really, ultimately, this ends up being an issue of a word concept fallacy at play. And you get this a lot with Protestantism. They do this with the scriptures a lot. It's well-intentioned and well-meaning and everything, so I'm not saying it's like malicious. They will basically interpret the scriptures in a vacuum according to their own understanding or somebody else's understanding that is completely divorced from the understanding of the church throughout the ages on a given subject. So a simple example of this would be the Eucharist, right? So no Protestant actually believes in the Eucharist quite like the Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church, who are in agreement on that point. And almost all of Protestantism is a radical departure from their understanding of Holy Communion. But that's not to say that they can't make some logical argument from the scriptures alone on that subject to justify their understanding. The issue is it's not logical to interpret the scriptures in isolation from the witness of the church throughout the ages and how they understood the scriptures on that given subject, if that makes sense. So, in other words, it doesn't matter how good of an argument you can make from the scriptures in order to defend your doctrinal position if your interpretation is leading you to doctrinal conclusions that are radically different from, if not completely at odds with, the understanding of the church for, say, 1500 years and counting prior to the Protestant Reformation.